Hi, I'm Professor Steve Moore, and today with my colleague, Professor Mike Ryan, we'll be going around campus soliciting input from faculty concerning their expectations of students in the classroom. Thank you.
One of the biggest things that I expect from the students is to participate in class and all the discussions. And of course, I want them to be prepared and ask as many questions as you can. Those are probably the big three.
Big three for you.
That I expect.
Okay, well that's pretty helpful. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome.
One of the things I expect my students to not cheat, and that includes plagiarism. I also expect my students to accept responsibility for their own learning, which means to take responsibility for their academic planning, making sure that they are registering for their courses on time and getting into the actual courses that they need to get into.
I have an expectation that students will come to class on time, that they'll arrive maybe even a little bit early. We know that promptness is certainly a characteristic that is appreciated in the workplace. And since it's our job to prepare students to work in the real world, we like to see them hone those good habits. I also expect that students come to class prepared, having done what we've asked them to do, because it is for their benefit, not for ours.
What I expect out of my students is I do expect them to have their work turned in on time. It's very well clearly stated in my syllabi that, especially for my distance students, that there are specific time frames when the work does have to be turned in. If I say I want it turned in by Sunday at midnight, I expect it to be there Sunday at midnight. And I state very clearly on the homepage of our learning management system that I do not accept late work, so they're well aware of that fact when they start taking the class. The other thing I expect is that they maintain their own equipment. I can't be there sitting in their house side by side with them when they are a distance student, knowing whether they have a Mac or a PC, what Windows operating system they're running under, what their network connection is. Hopefully they're well versed enough in that when they do take or sign up for a distance class that they can take care of those issues themselves.
I generally expect my students to attend class regularly, and then I really emphasize studying, not just reading, but actually studying the material that is given to you.
I think it's really important that in the beginning of the term that students, if they need help, they get it right away, either by asking their instructor or if they go get help from the Academic Service Center.
Well, one of the things I do is I tell them very early in the course they need to communicate. If they don't do that, then we can't help them as effectively as we need to.
My main expectation is that they're always respectful and professional, both with one another and with their faculty and staff.
And do you have any other expectations?
I hope that they'll never use their cell phones or text message or web surf in the classroom.
I think one thing that students need to do is communicate, and I can't emphasize enough that they need to communicate early and often. If there's any issues or any problems, I need to know about it as soon as I can. Other expectations, I expect the students to turn in their work on time with the expectations that are outlined for them.
Well, Mike, I think we have a pretty good idea of what faculty expect from their students. What do you think?
I think we've got quite a few options there the teachers presented them with and things they can put to good use.
Okay, well, I think that wraps it up. Thank you very much, and I hope you find this information helpful.